Let's talk about one of the weirdest feelings in personal finance. It's the paradox of finally earning a great salary, but somehow feeling more broke than ever. Welcome to the six-figure poverty trap. $100,000. For so long, society tells us that this is the magic number, right? It's the finish line, the point where all your money worries are supposed to just disappear into thin air. But for so many people, it just doesn't work out that way. You did it. You hit the goal, you saw the number on the job offer, and you signed. But then, late at night, when you're staring at your banking app, that same old anxiety is still there. That knot in your stomach, yeah, it hasn't gone anywhere. So today, we're going to figure out why. We are going to perform a full-on financial autopsy of that six-figure paycheck to see exactly where the money is vanishing. And more importantly, we're going to give you the actual keys to break out of this cycle for good. So let's really unpack this. The six-figure paradox. Why on earth does earning more sometimes make you feel poorer? I know, it sounds completely illogical, but you'd be surprised how incredibly common it is. Let's get one thing straight. If you're earning $100,000 a year, you are statistically in the top tier. You're making more money than about 78% of the entire country. You are, by every objective measure, a high earner. And honestly, that's what makes feeling broke so confusing and, well, so frustrating. And here's why this is so important. This isn't just a phase. If you don't get a handle on what we're calling the illusion of affluence, you could literally spend the next 20 years, your prime earning years, just running faster and faster on a financial treadmill, only to end up exactly where you started. Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. Where is the money really going? It turns out there are three massive leaks that are draining that salary before you ever get a chance to do anything useful with it, like, build wealth. All right, let's do the math. $100,000 a year breaks down to about $8,300 a month. Sounds amazing, right? But that big, beautiful number, well, it's kind of a mirage. As you can see, huge chunks get carved out right away, leaving you with way less than you thought. So the first step is to find those leaks. The first leak, and this is the big one, is the one you can't really do much about. Taxes. It's like a sledgehammer to your paycheck, and it hits high earners especially hard. This is the number one reason your take-home pay feels so disconnected from your actual salary. Let's just take a high-tax city like New York as an example. After federal, state, and city taxes, plus Social Security and Medicare, that $8,300 a month, it shrinks down to about $6,000. Just like that, nearly 30% of your income vanishes before you even smell it. You didn't just get a raise, you also got a promotion to a whole new tax bracket. The second giant leak is what I call the housing anchor. Look, it's so easy to feel like, hey, I make good money, I deserve a nice apartment in a cool neighborhood. But that single choice can act like a massive anchor, weighing down your entire financial life. Think about this for a second. For a lot of high earners, housing costs can eat up half, 50% of their entire take-home pay. You've basically built yourself a beautiful golden cage. It's great, but you can't leave. You're stuck in that job you might not even like because that massive rent or mortgage payment comes knocking every single month. And then there's leak number 3. This is the one that feels like a reward for all your hard work, but it's actually a long-term financial death sentence. The new car payment. The average monthly payment is now over $700. And this right here shows you the real devastating cost. That $700 a month can go towards a shiny piece of metal that loses 20% of its value the moment you drive it off the lot. Or that exact same $700, if you invested it in a simple index fund over 30 years, could grow to nearly $1 million. So let's be clear. You're not just buying a car, you're trading a comfortable retirement for that new car smell. The math is one thing, but it's only half the story. The real reason you feel broke on a 6-figure salary has way less to do with your spreadsheet and a whole lot more to do with the traps lurking inside your own mind. There's this fascinating psychological concept called the hedonic treadmill. The feeling. You get a new, bigger TV. The first few weeks, it's incredible. Movie night is an event. But after a few months, it's just the TV. Your brain adapts to the new, better thing, and it becomes the new normal. The problem is, while the excitement fades, the higher bills are permanent. So this really boils down to one tough question you have to ask yourself. Be honest. Are you actually building wealth, or are you just performing it for an audience? An audience of people you probably don't even care about that much. Let's completely redefine what wealth actually looks like. It's not always the person pulling up in the brand new Tesla. For all you know, that person is 3 days away from an overdraft fee. Real, durable wealth is often the person quietly driving a 10-year-old Honda while sitting on millions of dollars in investments. It's not about stuff, it's about freedom. Okay, we have diagnosed the problem from every angle. Enough of that. Let's get to the good part, the solution. Let's talk about your financial prison break. This is a simple 3-step escape plan to take back control of your money and, well, your life. First things first, you have got to stop asking $5 questions. Freaking out over buying a latte or switching to generic cereal is like putting a Band-Aid on a broken leg. It's not the real problem. You need to start asking $50,000 questions. These are the huge decisions, like where you live and what you drive, that will actually move the needle. The second step is to build a system. And here's one you can put in place within 48 hours of getting your next paycheck. Number 1, the bleeding audit. Go through your bank statements and kill every single unused subscription and fee you find. Number 2, define your enough number. What's your actual financial goal? If you don't have a finish line, you're just running aimlessly. And 3, my favorite, automate your offense. Set up an automatic transfer to your investment accounts for the very day you get paid. You have to pay your future self first before you have a chance to spend it. So here's the bottom line. Earning a 6-figure income gives you an incredibly powerful shovel. You can use it to dig your way out of debt and build a fortress of financial security. But you have to actually pick it up and use it the right way. You have to stop locking the prison door from the inside and instead become the architect of your own financial prison break. The choice, as always, is yours. What are you going to build?